shooting that guy just to make sure he doesn't shoot you. Do that a lot just to get over these guys, since it stuns them for a second so they don't shoot you in the face with french fries. This room's kind of cool. Let's kill those caterpillars super fast. Fall through the right side of this door for a cleaner transition. That's important. Same with this one, need to be on the left side. Also sets you up nicely for falling through all that stuff. So that strategy is really consistent. I'm not sure on the exact placement, but if you jump in that specific, if you jump up, I think it baits him to jump over you, and then you can just mock ball underneath him. But you need to fall through the room in a specific way as well. I don't know, it's kind of tricky. I need to figure out more exactly how it works. This room got a lot faster once I figured out how to wall jump up all that stuff. So Spore Spawn's coming up. Since this game gives you infinite speed on shooting missiles, you can easily kill him in 2 rounds. Like this, in this TAS, I shoot him impossibly fast the first time and unload an insane amount of missiles into him. And then the second round, it only takes 2 more to kill him. So obviously you can't do it this fast in normally that right there is ridiculous. That's insane mashing. But considering the second round only takes 2 missiles, if you're a lot slower than that, I'm pretty sure you can still get him in 2 rounds. Just from mashing really quickly both times. This quick fall is ridiculous. Because of the weird floaty physics, it like slowly speeds up. So you have to keep adjusting when you're turning to get that right. It's really tricky. Bounce there so you land right around here and can jump over Kraid. Just run straight through this guy. Jump through this door, really low jump that lets you land exactly on that ledge. Kind of messed up here and did some weird thing and got hit, but it still worked, so I kept it. Still gets across the basic idea of how to get through there, so it's all good. Probably jumped way too high there. Definitely don't need to jump that high to get through. Jump through the door for the transition. So this room is a lot faster than it was in my run, because I actually know where everything is. Kind of screw up this last one though. Flub around and miss him. Ooh. So I'm sure that could be faster. I also found out that you can actually still do the Kraid quick kill because of the insane speed on missile shooting, even though you're further away, because it removes that other block. As you can see, there's like a missing block there. But because of the increased fire rate, you can still hit quick kill really easily. So that's nice. Bye, Kraid. And he makes those weird noises. Interesting choice of things to change. Kind of screwed up the spring ball there. If you're more to the left, then you can just get back on the ground without falling into that hole. No problem. This part's pretty cool. If you can pull this off, just fall straight through there. That's pretty hard to do. So is this. To weave around all those little ledges, you have to jump perfectly. Oh, I screwed up the door transition there. I hate this room, because this stupid roly-poly guy is impossible to get around. Or at least I couldn't figure anything out. You just gotta wait for him to fall all the way down and keep your distance. Because if you don't keep your distance, then he'll stop and attack and waste a bunch of time. This area is pretty straightforward, not a whole lot to it. This next room is kind of tricky. As soon as you go through this transition, you have to immediately stand up and jump around, otherwise you'll hit the crab. And you have to be fast there as well, so the crabs coming up from beneath don't hit you, which is why you have to use supers. So I tried it with just missiles or with just the normal attack, and it was too slow and would always get hit by the crabs. It's really important not to get hit, because they do a tank of damage, so you can't take very much in this area. You don't have to worry too much about having full health, so you could take some hits since you're about to run into the Metroid again and get a recharge, or health recharge anyways. But yeah, you have to be really careful because a full tank of damage is pretty brutal. Not really sure what to do here. I don't think you can do anything. You just gotta wait and then let him grab you and go on through. Luckily, the health recharge station is a lot closer this time, so I don't have to deal with this beeping for very long. Now this is where the run gets scary, because everything in this area does so much damage to you. And you need at least 2 tanks to be able to get to power bombs. At least 2 tanks and 1 energy, that is. Because you have to run through the hunters. There's no way around them without getting hit. and they do a full tank of damage. So if you lose health here, then you are in some deep shit coming up, or you have to waste a bunch of time farming. And I don't even think there's any good places to farm around here. So making sure you don't lose health during Dragon is really important as well. So this fight is kind of ridiculous because it's TAS speeds, so I fire the missiles like impossibly fast and just freeze them in place like that. But you can do something sort of similar in normal speeds. You can still shoot really fast and make them move a lot slower, so you can unload your full clip into them. Not quite this crazy, but still pretty damn good. Gotta be careful of the crab right there. He'll do a full tank of damage, and that'll give you big problems coming up. Especially in this next room, which has blobs everywhere. I sort of figured out a way to get through here. Like that. But it's kind of tricky. If you're too slow in some areas, you'll get hit. And then you're in trouble. Because even though the blobs only do half a tank of damage, it's still a lot. Shoot up there to block the little blob so he doesn't hit you midair. That's important. And here's the part where you need the tanks. So you get hit by that guy. Get power bombs, and then you have to go back through and get hit again. So if you don't have more than 2 tanks of health here, then you're done. This whole part is kind of scary because everything does a tank of damage. So if you're like really low on health, you can get one shot pretty easily. Which is why I wait to grab this E-tank until after, because you're pretty much guaranteed to always be really low on health, and you still have a long ways to go to get plasma and wave. Jump through the right here for the door transition. That's important. That transition is really long if you don't go on the right. It's important to mock ball it there so that baby Dragon doesn't hit you. It's the only way I could figure out how to get around him. Right side for the door transition again, or no? Is that for the door transition? I don't remember. In any case, you want to go to the right there so you can get up. That's kind of cool. I like that. Just go straight into the door. Ooh. That's a little close for comfort. So I would not recommend doing that. Might be a good idea to kill that guy before going up to get wave beam so you don't have to deal with that.